Perfect. Okay, so we are live. So first of all, everyone, please say welcome and namaste to Sahil over here for being with us over here. He's given me very strict instructions. Okay, I don't have to give too much introduction, but I can't help but at least clarify who Sahil is to me. All of you already know Sahil from my guru wall, which is on my right side, but I keep showing off. And Sahil is the one who made me understand what is spirituality. Many years ago, I think I now know Sahil for I think 18 years. And since then, my journey with him, all I can say is he's made me who I am today. The reason I feel so stable, so peaceful, so relaxed in my life is because of Sahil. There was once upon a time when I used to meet Sahil every week. And now I meet him a little less. I remember once he gave me the permission and he said, now you are a mentor on your own and you should move on and learn and teach. So from there, somewhere I accepted being a coach when he really said that now you are a guru on your own and you should focus on that. And I remember from there, I accepted myself as a coach. Before that, I used to always hesitate listening to the word coach. And it's been my deepest wish that what I experience with Sahil, all platinum members should. And that is why we've been asking Sahil to be part of this experience to teach spirituality to all of us in platinum. And finally, Sahil has agreed. So thank you, Sahil. And Indu and my relationship is today only because of Sahil. There was once upon a time, I want to tell you this story about me and Sahil, where not everybody knows this, but when in the first few months of my relationship with marriage with Indu, I remember that I was so fed up with the fights that I and Indu were having that at one day I was about to meet Sahil and it was not planned. We were meeting for our normal regular meetings, and I reached to his house. And on the way, I said that if Sahil says yes, I will divorce Indu. So that's the decision that I had gone with in my mind. And the moment I reached him, he opened the door, he looked at me, and he said, the answer is no. Aage bol. So I went crazy thinking, how does he know? So I said, Sahil, aap baat kya kar rahe ho? And he said, so apne guru ko test karega. That was his question. I still remember loud and clear. So I said, अब आप जो भी बोलो साहिल, I need to know what you're thinking because this is just crazy. And he said, तू पूछ रहा है कि do you want to be with Indu or do you want to live with Indu? Answer is no. सुन लिया, आगे बोल. I just sat down. And so I and Indu are together because of him. But most importantly, I am with me. My connection with myself is because of Sahil. So thank you, Sahil, for agreeing to guide the platinum members to feel what I feel and to get a little of essence of your energy too. So yeah, before I just hand over to Sahil, I want all of you to just be careful of one thing. When we are in a large group like this with a mentor like Sahil, the only one limiting belief that will stop you from receiving your learning is one. Can anybody make a guess? What is that biggest limiting belief that will stop you from learning, especially in a large group like this? Can anybody make a guess of that limiting belief that will stop you from learning? Doubt, self-critic? No. So the biggest limiting belief is that I will learn only when Sahil directly talks to me. Or I will learn only when Sahil directly answers my question. And as you remember, in the entire platinum experience, we keep saying, don't work on your understanding, work on your what? Everyone show me your hands. Work on your frequency. So with Sahil also, focus on the energy experience that he's giving you more than just my question or one question. Because believe me, if some people's questions are being answered, their growth is going to be your growth. And there will be a lot of learning from there. So learn from every aspect of today's conversation. Everyone okay with that? Perfect. So with that, Sahil, over to you. We'll start with that. With Sahil's permission, we started with this concept of how do we start today? Sahil is very spontaneous with that. So we'll just ask all of you to give one word as your intention of what do you want to take away from today. For me, it is the question, what is spirituality? That's how I connected with Sahil. For all of you, give us one word, and whatever is the maximum word that comes in, we'll tell Sahil what that word is, and we'll take on from there. So Sahil, I'll read for you the
Can you hear me,
points.
Mitesh?
Yes, Sahil, I can hear you.
So the question we can put to everyone is, what would be the best use of our time today? What would be the most valuable thing we can discuss today? Whatever it is.
So what is the most valuable thing you would like to learn today? Whatever is one or two words you can get out of that. Attachment, purpose of life, how to serve humanity. calmness, open mind, unity consciousness, happy and content, clarity, purpose, find my guru, energy, practical application, love and peace, energy, purpose, spiritual growth, purpose of life, connection with self. So I'll stop me wherever you want to in terms of if you got the word.
Are you seeing any majority, any winner?
What is life beyond? Having faith in oneself, how to make life easy, spirituality, why am I here? Purpose, अभी तक काफी majority में आ रहा है, purpose of life, how to live life peacefully, purpose, clarity, enlightenment, enlightenment. That is possible with Sahil. Magic, knowledge, purpose of life, आया वापस से, peace with oneself, acceptance. So I think we'll start on, if you feel like with it, Sahil. Two things are coming strongly, love and purpose of life.
Love is coming stronger. Okay. Let's find a thread. So, shall we start with a small meditation or just a gentle relaxation process?
Yes, Sahil, whatever you say.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So everybody just relax a bit. Just wherever you are in your chair, on your sofa, wherever you're sitting, just relax the body and just become aware of the body. Yeah, beautiful. And just let the shoulders drop down. Just let the face relax. And most importantly, let the solar plexus relax. Just soften the belly. Let the belly soften. Just take a couple of deep breaths in the belly and just relax the belly. Be soft in the belly. And during this conversation, you will feel a presence around you. The presence is always there with us, but mostly we are too busy to notice it. But today, the presence will be amplified. Just relaxing a bit more and giving up all expectations. Let's do something. Let's drop all expectations. Let's drop all desire to capture something today. This may seem contrary to what we normally do, but it's very beautiful to have a few moments where there is absolutely no grasping of anything. So there is a sacred text called the Shiv Sutras. And in the Shiv Sutras, Shiva gave this very beautiful clue to humanity. He said, if you want to find the truth, just follow these two words. Stop grasping. Stop grasping. Grasping means trying to catch something, trying to capture something, trying to forcibly understand something. Just stop grasping. When we stop grasping, the mind is allowed to rest and the mind gets to merge into its source. The mind gets to merge into the source of pure consciousness. So today we are giving the mind a break. We're giving it a vacation. We are allowing it to drop down into its source and find rest, perfect, perfect dissolution. At some level, that's what we all seek. We seek to dissolve into our true nature. Our true nature is pure presence, pure light. It is nameless and formless. But to experience our true nature, we have to let go of the struggle of the mind. All struggle of the mind, all struggle, all questions, answers, desperations, compulsions. I must get this, I must understand this. Let it all go for a few moments. And let this statement just float in your mind. I am already what I seek. I am already what I seek. So, what we are doing is simply resting as ourselves. But we are not resting as a mind or a person. We are resting as a being or a presence or a consciousness. You are the light of the universe. You are already the light of the universe. Letting go of any struggle that's happening in the mind, letting go of any struggle, you may notice at the level of body also. So the stress is at the body level. If you become aware of some stress at the body level, just take a breath, just relax the body, relax the muscle, and just let yourself be, just being, just being. That's all we're doing, just being. We often feel in life that we're kind of stuck somewhere, but who you truly are is never stuck, cannot be stuck. It is only the mind that seems to be stuck. So wherever we are feeling the stuckness, we just breathe into it and give up the conflict for a little while. Let this question play in your mind. What useless war am I fighting, which if I let go of, would change everything? What useless wars am I fighting, which if I let go, would change everything? Whatever comes up, whatever shows up, just release it. Take a breath, just release that. Take a breath, just release that. And a lot of us are obsessed with the future. There is nothing wrong with having a plan or an intention. But when the future becomes obsessive, compulsive, it will make your mind insane. So most minds are either stuck in the past or in the future. All the past pains. In the past, there is mostly grievances and pains. And in the future, there are desires. So any future fantasies, any future expectations, any future compulsions that your mind is habitually jumping on, just release all of that. Let's just breathe into that, release that. And any past grievances, any past hurts and wounds, and yeah, something that's stuck in your consciousness. The energy is strong today, so we can easily release with just the intention, we can release something that's been bothering us from a long time. Any pain, any suffering, anything you're carrying with you from long time, today is the day to let it go now. We are reborn, we are renewed, we are rejuvenated. Are we ready? Do we want to be rejuvenated? It's time. And uh, many of us have issues or questions about love. And since I work as a therapist, I've seen many people with what in our language we call heart walls, where because of past hurts and wounds, we've shut down the heart. We are afraid to love. We are afraid to be loved. The giving and receiving of love is both shut down. If it is your intention today, we can even dissolve the heart walls. Are we willing to let go of the grievances, the past wounds, the past hurts? Are we willing to give and receive love once again? In fact, it is wrong to say give and receive love because at the root, at the source, we are pure love. You are love itself. In fact, you never needed love. You are love itself. So, any compulsion also to get love from the outside. Love is fun. Love is fun outside. But any compulsion, any desperation, love from the outside, let's just release that. We take a breath, we release that energy of compulsion. And we stay with this statement for a while. I am the love that I seek. I am already the love that I seek. I just haven't noticed it yet. I just don't believe it yet. I am already the love that I seek. I am already perfect love. I am already perfect peace. All desperation of giving and receiving love, let that all come to rest. As consciousness, as light, as your true nature, you never needed anything. You didn't even need this body actually. So just resting in our true nature, resting as the space where there is nothing to want, nothing to struggle for. Yes, everything to enjoy, everything to play with, but no desperation, no compulsion. Any other areas in our life where there is desperation or compulsion, we let it come up to our consciousness and we just release that. We take a breath. They are just energies. Very often, these energies hide in the body. As we are doing this, some of you may feel physical sensation, some of you may feel like yawning or an emotion. Whatever happens, just let it come up, let it go, let it be released. What emotion are you holding in your system which you do not want to acknowledge? Any emotion that is being held there, let's release that. So when we speak of purpose, it's very interesting. But this is just my version of it, my perception of it. That The primary purpose, the way I see it, is to connect with who you truly are. That is the primary purpose, because if we are operating in this three-dimensional world as a separate entity, which means without our connection to source energy, if we are operating alone, we are going to struggle a hell of a lot. We were never meant to play in this dream, 3D dream. We were never meant to play alone. We were meant to play with the universe, with the creator, side by side, hand in hand. When we forget our connection to the divine, we become like orphans. We are like orphans roaming around, not knowing who we are, not knowing what we are doing. And that creates this immense sadness in the system. It's like, who the hell am I and what am I doing here? Releasing all the sadness in the system. For me, the primary purpose is the discovery of who I am beyond this body mind system. It is important to discover the totality of ourselves so that when we play in this dream world, we are not playing alone. Just breathing, relaxing, and any place where your mind feels, oh, what is this? Any resistance that comes up, physical, mental, emotional, just let it go. Let it go. To connect with source energy, we have to stop being the personality for a little while. So if I believe I'm a Mitesh, if I want to merge into the totality of myself, for a few moments I have to dissolve the totality of Mitesh. So when Mitesh disappears, source is recognized. That larger field of consciousness, that larger field of presence, that larger field of light is revealed. But if we are extremely busy being Mitesh, then the field remains hidden even though it is always with you. Somebody once asked Osho, where is God? Tell me right now, where is God? And Osho answered, God is right here. Where are you? So we, as in the mind, we are all over the place. We are literally all over the place. But in gatherings like these, we have a chance to consolidate the mind and allow it to dissolve into the ocean of stillness, into the ocean of peace. And that ocean of peace is not to be created by us, it is already existing. We are just relaxing, letting go, relaxing, letting go. Now, based on this conversation so far, this meditation so far, if something is coming up important for you, which you would like a few clearing statements or just a little bit of energy on, you can put it in the chat. And then Mitesh will tell me what's coming up there, what's showing up.
Any questions you're getting now, you can add in the chat.
Any questions or any area where you would need a little, yeah, unstucking? And it would be nice to keep it small and simple.
How do I release anger? How do I experience pure presence? How do I overcome fears? How do I experience unity? Who am I? Why can't I feel one? Feeling to be in control, how can I remove it?
Hold on a second. Okay, just pause for a second.
Yes.
Yeah. So the question, why can't I feel one, is very interesting. It is so fascinating that we can never feel one because we are already one. So this question is similar to a wave saying, how can I feel one with the ocean? The wave is already always one with the ocean. So what does it need to do? It needs to relax. It needs to stop struggling. And basically, it needs to recognize it's just a recognition for the wave that I and the ocean are one. And yes, sometimes the mind can be chaotic or non cooperative. So then we need different kinds of tools and practices to bring the mind to a bit of peace. But finally, it will be the same thing. It is just the recognition that I am already what I was seeking. The wave and the ocean were never separate. So trust that the oneness is already there. And in whatever form you can, just give up the struggle. Even a few moments of no struggle are enough for the recognition. And slowly the recognition deepens and deepens and deepens. Yes, Mitesh, read me some more.
Why am I suffering? How do I get over my struggles?
Very generic.
How can I use this awareness to improve my relationships?
Mm. How can I use awareness to improve my relationships?
How much should I be spiritual and how much should I be materialistic?
Okay, pause for a second. Just pause.
Yes.
The funny thing about awareness, it's when you say, how do I use consciousness or awareness or presence to improve my relationship? The the biggest change that seems to occur, and this may be scary for some, that we lose the craving for love. So one of the deepest desires of so-called human being is I want to be loved at any cost. I want to be loved. I need someone to love me. But as we explore consciousness, as we explore awareness, we feel such a quiet sense of fulfillment within ourselves that this craving for love just vanishes. I mean, it dissolves over time, but it is replaced by something else. That once this awareness settles with you, you you become an expression of love. You no longer crave it, you're happy to express it. So you become an expression or a giver or a sharer, and not by compulsion, but just by your state of being. So relationships are dramatically improved by consciousness, by awareness, because the grabbing, why aren't you loving me? Why don't you be different? Why aren't you changing? Uh, the, it's almost like a battle for love. So as we rest in our true nature, the battle is not required anymore. There is a peace, there is a contentment, there is a fulfillment within us. And then in our relationship, we express that fulfillment. We enter not as, to use a bad word, we don't enter a relationship as a beggar. We, we don't need to pull anything anymore. So awareness is a beautiful thing to have for enhancing love in any form of relationship. Yeah, Mitesh.
Yeah. Mhm. Is it necessary to have a goal rather than enjoying life?
Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. I don't know why that made me laugh. It's a good one.
If everything is karma, then why law of attraction is required?
That one's for you, Mitesh.
Yes. That's why I said I'm not teaching today, Sahil is teaching.
But you can feel free to comment. I mean, yeah.
साहिल एक और बहुत अच्छा है.
हाँ बोलो ना.
Why always I have to make everyone happy?
Oh wow, wow. There's an assumption that you have to make everyone happy. Indu?
It's not me, Sahil. I'm just reading the
Yeah,
chat.
yeah, yeah. Yes. But I'm saying there's already an assumption that I'm supposed to make everyone happy,
Yes, that's right. There is
which means
already.
you're already dead. Then you're finished.
You're already dead. I agree. I also
Yeah,
fall under that category, Sahil.
yeah. I mean, all of us we fall into this savior complex, where we want to go and save everybody. And just today morning, I was talking with someone, and the person said, "I can't be happy unless my whole family is happy. I can't be happy unless everybody is sorted, settled, financially, emotionally sorted." I said, "How many lifetimes is that going to take to sort out all these people?" He said, "Actually, it's impossible. They're never going to get sorted." So there is a very interesting statement in the Course in Miracles, which is my favorite book. So it says that the primary task of the student is to accept the atonement for himself. Primary task. And this is not just of the student, but of the teacher of God also. All of us who teach and all of us who are therapists, healers, we are all same. We are teachers of God, according to the Course in Miracles. So the primary task of the teacher of God is to accept the atonement for himself first. The primary task. If you haven't accepted your own peace, your own connectivity with the divine, your own discovery of true nature. You cannot save anyone. I have seen many people try that, and it's an endless loop of frustration. So I'm not saying be cruel to anybody or dump anybody or abandon anybody, but put a little extra emphasis on finding your own center, your own peace, your own joy. And once you find your own peace and your own joy, you become a demonstration. It's called a demonstration of living, how to live. You demonstrate life. You don't, you stop being a person who just talks. So once you become a demonstration of what happy living and peaceful living means, the ones who are attracted to it will come to you. The ones who are not attracted to happy living, maybe they want to experience some other stuff. They will stay away from you. So the best bet to save your family, to save your friends, to save your loved ones, accept the peace for yourself, accept your divinity for yourself first, even if it sounds selfish. When you are rich, you can help people to be rich. If you remain poor, you're going to struggle. So I hope that helps.
How do I get answers from the source?
Oh,
How
wow.
do I know if I'm on the right direction?
That's a good one, wait. So fundamentally, I've found that's the best way to live, is to check everything with source, to check everything with guidance, and yeah, move from there. You want to say something, Mitesh?
No, Sahil.
Indu?
नो साहिल.
All shant?
हाँ जी साहिल, आप कह रहे थे.
कट गया तेरा.
How do I practice detachment?
You are already detached from everything. You just believe you're attached. Are you laughing, Mitesh?
Yes.
Yeah, in your essence, you are one. The ocean is not attached to anything because it is the ocean. But once we believe we are a wave, then we think we are attached to other waves. But it's all in the realm of thought. So again, as we cultivate presence, as we deepen our understanding of true nature, we see that there is just no possibility of attachment. Even though that sounds very weird. Yeah.
How do I meditate perfectly? Why do I get so distracted when I meditate?
Oh, wow.
Why my mind is not still?
Okay. Do you think it's time to chit chat with some people or change this format, or
Sure,
what
Sahil.
do you feel?
Sure, sure.
This is my first
But
time doing this.
Ankita
Yes.
has raised the hand.
Yeah,
Okay.
done. All
Let's
platinum
see.
members, make sure you've written platinum against your name when you raise your virtual Zoom hand, so it's easy for me to pick you for the questions.
Okay.
Just raise your virtual Zoom hand when you want to ask a question now, and make sure that you've written the word platinum against your name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's
So
see.
coming for the first question to Pragati. Yes, Pragati, go for it.
Program, sir.
Hello.
हेलो सर, मेरा क्वेश्चन है कि बहुत सपने देखने की इच्छा है, सपने देखती भी हूँ, सपने में रहना पसंद भी है, लेकिन अपने आप को रियलिटी में ही पाती हूँ. सो प्रैक्टिकल प्लेन में ही रहती हूँ हमेशा. कभी दिल और ख्वाबों में रह नहीं पाती ज्यादा समय. बहुत प्रैक्टिकल सोचती हूँ सर, हर चीज के लिए, रिलेशंस के लिए, मेरी जिम्मेदारियों के लिए. बहुत प्रैक्टिकलिटी में रहती हूँ और अपने आप को तकलीफ देके भी प्रैक्टिकल रहती हूँ, ख्वाबों में नहीं रह पाती।
अब हमें नहीं रह पाते. So the joy you seek, the fulfillment you seek, वो practicality में भी नहीं है और ख्वाबों में भी नहीं है. So a question to play with is, who would you be if you just paused both these activities for a few moments? अगर ख्वाब भी थोड़ी देर के लिए छोड़ दिए और प्रैक्टिकलिटी भी थोड़ी देर के लिए विश्राम कर दिए, तो क्या बचता है?
कुछ नहीं.
What remains? Yes, what remains beyond all our struggle and all our very tiny efforts? What remains beyond all of that? That is what you seek. What you are seeking is the end of struggle. What we all seek is the end of struggle. We want to stop fighting. We want to find a peace that is beyond the struggle. So by hook or by crook, we learn, we get one day, we just get the common sense that struggle doesn't work and it just starts to drop. ख्यालों में कुछ नहीं रखा है, fantasies में कुछ नहीं रखा है. It's an endless loop in the mind. The quiet mind is the greatest gift you can give yourself. That's all I can say for now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'll try my best. Yeah.
Thank you, Pragati, for that question. Yes, so Siddesh. Yes, Siddesh. What's your question?
Yes, my question is, what is the actual meaning of spirituality, and what is the actual way of doing the meditation?
I'm trying to see a hairstyle without my specs, but it's good.
Thank you.
Yes, what is the actual meaning of spirituality? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in the simplest terms, spirituality would be a journey we take to discover who we truly are and to discover what this life truly is.
Mhm.
ये जो सब प्रकट हो चुका है, ये जो what we call the world, this 3D world, is it real? Is it just a dream? If it is just a dream, who's the dreamer of the dream? And within this whole context of this universe, who am I actually? Who am I? What am I doing here? So these are the questions we normally try and answer through spirituality. Was that your question?
Yes, Siddesh. you
Yes,
can-
yes, sir. So
Or,
does
yeah,
one more thing, like
yes.
so what is the best way of meditation and how it can help to achieve or know that myself? So why am I on this earth or like that?
Yeah. So meditation के तो बहुत techniques है. But one very useful thing is don't be serious about life.
Siddesh, that's definitely for you. Got you, Siddesh, got you.
Right, right.
So the best thing is that, I mean, again, this will sound very funny. At the end of the day, whatever occurs in this dream will not matter. It's like a रात को हम सपना देखते हैं ना, and we see a dream at night and all kinds of events happen and there's all kinds of tigers chasing and everything. But when we wake up, nothing has happened. Absolutely nothing has happened. Right? So yeah, this waking dream is pretty much like that. So there are no consequences actually in the ultimate sense here. And in the deeper states of meditation, you see even right now, nothing is actually happening. But for that, you will have to go very deep into the mind, into the consciousness. But bottom line, if I round it up for you, don't be serious about anything, especially spirituality. लाइट हार्टेडली जितना बन पड़ता है, जितना हम कर सकते हैं हम करते हैं. And do not judge yourself, please. If you find that, oh, I don't have the perfect stillness or discipline or whatever, I think just chill and you'll find your way. Does that help?
सर आपने एकदम पकड़ा सही सिद्धेश को, ये बहुत सीरियस रहता है और ये पूरा टाइम एकदम सीरियस सवाल पूछता रहता है. He is constantly trying to find the purpose of life and the purpose of meditation and the purpose of why he's on this earth. और आपने एकदम सही intuitively पकड़ा इसको. Just smile, just be happy, especially about spirituality.
Yes. Actually, sir, you
Okay.
got me. Yeah.
Thank you, Siddesh. Thank you for the question.
Thank you.
All right, so going to another question that's interesting, going in a beautiful direction here. Manisha and Dipanshu. Yes, Dipanshu, bolo.
Yes, it's already answered. Actually, I was looking for the purpose of life. But the thing is that something
एक बात बोलो. What if there was no purpose?
yes, that's what means. There should be something to aim for, and
So I'll tell you what to aim for. Tell you what to aim for. Discover the beingness that you are. Discover the divinity that you are, and then express that in your life. Be an expression of divine grace, divine lightheartedness, divine peace. And I mean, what bigger purpose can there be than that? Right?
Wow.
That is
Yeah,
correct.
so we are not trying to be like, okay, I'm going to be this dead man. I'm this dead spiritual man sitting under a tree, and I won't move for 40 years under the tree, and people will come and throw money on me. We are not that. We are connecting with source, and we are expressing source in our relationships, through our work, through our creativity.
Yes.
So and your greatest joy will be found when you start expressing the divine through you. That, trust me, there is no joy bigger than being an instrument of the divine.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Thank you. It's beautiful.
So Dipanshu, answer for you, purpose of your life is to experience your own divinity and then express that to your wife so that you can be a divine husband.
Thank you. It's a beautiful absolute answer.
I think all men should know this, that if you can become the divine husband to your wife, your purpose of life is anyways complete. At least I have realized that with Sahil.
I also realized. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, going to the next question is, so here we go. Deena ji from US, attending at a very odd hour. I don't know, what is the time there, Deena ji?
It's 5:30.
5:30 a.m. in the morning?
Yes.
Crazy. Sahil, people attending from US, 5:30 in the morning.
Oh, how nice. Yes.
Sahil, my question is, I know I'm in oneness all the time,
Yes.
but all the struggle comes, and struggle I try to release, try to accomplish, but I cannot apply and get fulfillment.
Say that again. I didn't understand that.
Okay.
Huh.
I'm struggling since a long time. Since I was 8 years old, I'm struggling. Nothing but the struggle.
Okay.
And I found a way to get it out from the struggle.
Okay.
And I always in a oneness. Go ahead and straight forward. But somehow I'm stuck in frequency wise somewhere. But I can get the application to apply that frequency to totally remove the struggleness.
Okay. So let's. What are you struggling with all the time?
All the time.
But what are you struggling with?
For myself. Like as a for one thing is the money. First thing is my money.
Yes.
Money frequency.
Yeah,
and
that is
then,
Mitesh department.
साहिल मुझे मत फंसाओ.
Good answer, Sahil.
Mitesh and Indu are the masters of money making and
Why
abundance.
Indu? Only
uh,
Mitesh, Sahil.
yes. Nahi, both of you. But let's come
Yeah,
back
yeah,
to struggle. Yeah.
yeah. I tried the way they explained to me, but my application, I'm stuck here, but I cannot move forward. He show
What?
all the areas to how to
Yeah.
go through the money frequency, but I'm
Yes.
here. I'm not
Yeah.
going here. That was the stuck somewhere.
Okay. So some days try the opposite, just as an experiment. It's beautiful to have intention, law of attraction. It's a beautiful thing. Someday try the exact opposite. Have no desires.
Okay.
Have absolutely no desire, and let this moment be absolutely enough for you. That is basically the way I love to live my life. This is it.
Okay.
This is it. This is it. There is nothing
Okay.
front and back, future,
Mhm.
nothing, right? When
Mhm.
this
Okay.
moment is enough, when this moment is completely enough, you will find the frequency for all future happenings. But it requires a giving up of any compulsion, desperation, struggle. So,
Okay.
can you imagine yourself without any struggle just for a few moments? And if you can learn to stay in that space of no struggle, all doors will open for you.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yes, yes, yes. I see the frequency. I mean, I feel the frequency
Yes.
through my my
I think you can
hitting.
do it easily. I think you can do it. You just put your attention on it and let go of everything and let the mind just rest. It is time to
Okay.
live without struggle. It is time to live in
Okay.
grace. When we give up struggle, we start living in grace. And
Grace.
grace is
Okay.
amazing. Yeah. Trust the grace. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
So,
you.
Dinaji,
Thank you.
what Sahil's answer is that you're always thinking struggle in terms of achieving something and not being able to achieve that is a struggle for you. And what he's saying is,
Yes.
instead of trying to use my manifestation technique or frequency to achieve something, do the opposite for some time as a change and just be without desire for some time, and suddenly the struggle disappears.
Thank you.
Try that.
Thank you.
Try
Thank you
that.
so much. Thank you. Thank you. I
Okay.
will. Thank you.
All right. So, going, I love that answer. So I'll just let go of the desire. So, Alia.
Lot of people loved that answer, by the way. Chat window is filled.
Yeah. Um, so ever since, Mitesh has shown us his guru wall, and I've been to his house couple of times, and I've always been fascinated looking at your picture. And you will not believe this is true. 3 days back, I was thinking that, I've always searched Gyandev on Google. I don't know how do I find him. I don't know how do I find him. And I found him today. So I am like thrilled and overwhelmed right now to just be in your presence. Thank you so much for that, Indu and Mitesh, and of course, Sahil, you as well. Uh, I would like to understand a spiritual practice to practice acceptance of what
Oh,
is as it is. Because my struggle right now is with accepting certain things in life.
so what is the hardest thing for you to accept?
So my son is born with a genetic disorder, and it has a spectrum. And from time to time, it keeps expressing, and it's like, okay, this has come up, and now this has come up, and this has come up. So there, my acceptance is what I feel. It's very difficult for me.
Yes, I get that.
Yeah.
Okay, just give me a minute. Just relax. Just relax. You've probably heard this before, but I'll remind you anyway that the people around us are our greatest teachers. And they keep poking us until we learn certain things. So, what lesson, what gift, what expansion or evolution is expected from you in this situation? Who do you need to become? Who do you need to be as a being that can embrace this situation with complete love and acceptance? So one question to play with is, what energy space consciousness can I be? What energy space consciousness can I be that would handle this with ease and joy and grace? So the situation is asking you to be a very expansive version of yourself. So instead of being sad, take it on as a beautiful challenge, not as a fearful exercise, but as a beautiful challenge for your own growth. The people around us are always going to challenge us. And I am just constantly surprised at how the greatest lessons we need to learn are right around us. It's going to come from your wife or your husband. And like for me, it comes from my gardener. It's right around, it's hanging around you, and it keeps there. It hangs there until you learn the lessons. And when the lesson is learned, things seem to, I don't know, they just vanish. That makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah. So I would not take it as any part of you that feels like a victim. I mean, just can we release that? Can we just release the victim part?
Yeah.
Yes. And any sadness that you're holding in your throat, in your chest, is why have you been given such a tough? Can we release that, please? Yeah. All the sadness in your heart chakra, in your throat chakra, any desire to cry, any sense of being overwhelmed by life. Life is unfair. Any sense of unfairness, can we release that, please? Yes. Just say yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Any sense of being trapped by life, trapped in your circumstances? Yes, I can hear your daughter. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes. It's
Yeah,
fine. It's
you
fine.
got it.
Yeah, I can hear. It's fine. Yes. So instead of, I mean, I get the challenge. You have to be watchful not to get into the victim, the sad space, and take it on as a spiritual challenge. And there is always a huge gift at the end of the challenge, on the other side of the challenge. So at the moment, that's all I can say.
Thank you.
I hope that
Thank you
helps.
so much. Yes.
Yeah, good luck with
Raja,
that.
that was
Yeah.
a wonderful question. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Mayankji, go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Mitesh ji, for this nice session, and thanks, Sahil sir. So
Yes.
just wanted to understand, because spirituality is considered the highest form of energy. Because what I learned, there are 4 energies which is very important to move ahead in life. One is the physical energy, second is psychological energy, third is the biochemical energy, and fourth is the spiritual energy. And I was just learning somewhere that we are connected to 3 akasa. One is the Maha Akasa, second is the Chit Akasa, and third is the Chit Akasa. There is a knowledge space. So how spirituality can help us to connect to this knowledge space? So where without uttering a single word, directly we can download from the universe.
What do you want to download?
Some questions, some more informations, so like that. But where the answer is not there, because like what is the purpose of life? So how spirituality can help us to unlock the awakening stage of spirituality, and second is the how we can get directly download from the universe.
So download from the universe is always possible. It's happening all the time, right? But I would like to answer this question in a different way about knowledge. I was talking to a friend of mine who is in somewhere in some South African country, somewhere in South Africa, and he's a Muslim. He's a Muslim mullah there. And we were talking, and this very interesting conversation came out about knowledge. So I was telling him that in my perception, there are various levels of renunciation in Hinduism, and like tum relationship छोड़ते हो, घर छोड़ते हो, पैसा छोड़ते हो. But the last renunciation is knowledge. One of the trickiest things to leave is your desire for knowledge. When we are capable of letting go of knowledge, we come to a space called innocence. And innocence is the space that will give you the peace, the joy, the happiness that you seek. Knowledge is never going to be enough. It is never enough. So it's like an endless game we can keep playing. So nothing wrong with collecting knowledge. I have been a knowledge collector for a long time. But it's even better to let go of knowledge and live in the innocence of the childlike space. Knowledge is actually very painful. Every answer creates a new question. So
the child is also very much curious now, because three aspects of child, if we see, one is the curiosity, one is the playfulness, and third is the joyfulness. So curiosity is also one thing which helps to us gain the more knowledge.
yes, that is a journey. You will gain knowledge, more knowledge until you will get frustrated because the knowledge won't give you the peace and the joy you seek. The peace and the happiness will come only from connection with the beingness or connection with your true self. And for that, you don't need knowledge.
Okay.
So seeking knowledge is different from spirituality. Spirituality is when the drop merges with the ocean. It doesn't need knowledge. It needs courage to give up its mind.
Okay.
It takes guts to give up, because the mind is what makes us special, right? I'm special if I know all the shlokas and the sutras and I can narrate it back and forth. It's my specialness. But to reach the higher states, you have to give up your specialness and go into innocence. I hope that helps.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks for the clarity.
Mayank, I think one more for you. You should also do what Siddesh got the answer. Relax, be happy. Too serious. One more question here by Vidushi. Yes, Vidushi, go for it. Yes,
Hi,
Vidushi.
Sahil.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. So I have multiple questions, but I'll just.
Unmute yourself again. You just got muted there. Yeah, keep to one question, everyone.
Yeah, okay.
She's making me laugh even before the questions.
So, so there's one thing that we are always, told and taught, and we also think that acceptance is good. But then there is also a time when when we think that, okay, no, this is not the time to accept.
Okay.
When to draw that line, what should be accepted and what should not be accepted, and if everything is to be accepted, then like फिर तो कुछ गलत ही नहीं है. मतलब अगर सब कुछ ही एक्सेप्ट करना तो सब कुछ ही सही है, तो फिर गलत क्या होता है? फिर तो गलत कुछ नहीं होता. और मतलब ये मेरे को बहुत कंफ्यूजन है कि when to accept, when to stop, because sometimes we hurt ourselves while accepting, and I don't know if that feeling of hurtfulness is also right or no. So that is a bit dilemma inside me that always keeps on, मतलब internal conversation चलता रहता है कि should I accept, should I go ahead and accept more and more and more. मेरी तो patience बढ़ रही है, but क्या वो सही है? Like, is that helping the other person as well? The other person is just doing whatever he or she thinks of. I am going on accepting it, but is it correct? Like, what is the level? When do you need to stop something, any good thing? Because excess of a good is also, I think, I don't know. कहते हैं ना कि excess of everything is bad. So when to have that, like when to decide, how to take correct decisions. So yeah, I'll stop here.
So I would say don't do fake acceptance. If something is bothering us, right? And if we feel we need to raise our voice against something, whether it's in society or around us, I mean, you should do it. So fake acceptance is very dangerous, where because we've heard that we should accept everything, whereas Lord Krishna says, even if you're killing your relatives, it doesn't matter, right? But he is speaking from a level of consciousness where we may not have reached yet. So if we listen to him and try to copy him, then we do fake acceptance that कोई किसी को मार रहा है, we say, hey, ये तो ठीक है. But that's not our truth yet. So I would say be honest to yourself, and it's okay to speak up if you feel the need. Does that help?
Unmute yourself.
Positive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got it.
yeah. So the question basically is like, you know, हमारी सबकी patience level अलग होती है.
Yes.
तो मेरे लिए acceptance कुछ करना मतलब मे बी मेरी patience बहुत कम है और मैं बहुत छोटी चीज भी accept नहीं कर पा रही हूँ.
हाँ.
तो like how do you know, you know, कि ये accept कर लेना
So
चाहिए.
what is the hardest thing for you to accept?
I like अभी तक तो I have been accepting whatever is coming my way.
No, if you're asking this question, there's stuff you find hard to accept. What do you find hard to accept?
I can't pinpoint. It's just like इतना accept कर लिया है कि अब I'm tired
क्या
of
accept?
it.
इतना क्या accept कर लिया?
मतलब whatever is happening, you know, with the relationships, like with
You mean the
जो भी
war in Ukraine?
जैसे
Are
भी
you
मुझे treat
accepting?
किया जाता है. Sorry.
Treat किया जाता है. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, so जैसे भी treat
Is it?
किया जाता है.
हाँ.
So वही सब कुछ accept कर लेना चाहिए. क्वेश्चन नहीं करना चाहिए या करना भी चाहिए तो किससे क्या मतलब फिर तो वो लोग जो कर रहे हैं सही है एक्सेप्ट करते जाओ चाहे वो पेरेंट्स हो चाहे वो कोई भी हो.
एक्सेप्ट क्यों करो? एक दिन भी क्यों करो? अगर नहीं ठीक से कोई आपको ट्रीट कर रहा है तो कुछ नया चॉइस करो ना. एक्सेप्ट करने की कंपल्शन कहाँ से आ गई है?
नहीं like what about if parents are not treating the way they should treat you, so like how do you
Say that
handle
again.
if your parents are not treating you the way you want to be treated, no respect, no, I mean तो मतलब वो जस्ट चले जा रहे हैं मतलब इट्स वन साइड ट्रैफिक मतलब आई एम फीलिंग कि बस सुनते रहो एक्सेप्ट करते रहो और क्या करोगे मतलब उनको तो बदल नहीं सकते. सुन के इतना हो जाता है कि तो कोई लिमिट नहीं. एज यू सेड यू नो अर्लियर कि
I would have you heard of Byron Katie?
या हर्ड.
Yeah, I would suggest you study her work and do her processes. Because one of the funniest things, I mean, I have worked with her process for many years, and I think Mitesh would probably know it and teach you guys also.
Yes, I.
But yeah, one of the things I learned was that, I mean, I applied that to all relationships, and all relationships started changing. So, anything you want to say on this, Mitesh?
Yeah, I want to go back to your answer, which so Vidushi that Sahil gave to you. Just be honest with yourself about what is true acceptance and what is fake acceptance, and only you can know that. And the way to know that, from my point of view, would be simple. If I'm truly accepting something by being honest to myself, I'll feel good about it. But if I'm not honest with myself and I'm calling it acceptance, then I will not feel good. So the way to know the difference would be how I feel when I'm accepting. And if I'm not liking what I'm accepting, then I will not accept.
So there is also one last piece I would add here.
Sure.
That we sometimes can't make new choices out of guilt. So it's also nice to have a chat with whoever your friends are, or if you have a mentor or teacher, and just see the situation without guilt. If you had no guilt, if you could put your guilt aside for a few moments, what would you choose? Because to be driven by guilt is a very painful thing. And we
Beautiful.
human beings are in love with our guilt. It's amazing. Yes.
You caught her, Sahil. I can see it. You caught her. Stay with that question, Vidushi. Thank you for that question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, going to Sandesh. Yes, Sandesh.
Yes,
Hi,
Mitesh.
Sandesh.
Myself, Sandesh, I am a very happy person and good to see you, Sahil, after long 2 years. Because Mitesh were
Okay.
telling about you for many times.
Okay.
और आज यहाँ पर ये प्लेटफॉर्म पर प्रकट हुए हो, so are you a god? And if you are God, who I am?
Oh, was that a real question, or you just make me laugh?
No,
I think it's making you laugh.
Okay, tell me again.
This is a serious question, but I like to see you laughing.
All right, so I don't think there's any other question. Thank you, Sandesh. That was a good point. Thank you. Okay, going to Meghna. Yes, Meghna, go for it.
Okay. Thank you both. And my question is, see, sometimes we feel that going into spirituality, you try to bypass it, as in your responsibilities, saying, I don't need anything, I have everything and all. And sometimes your genuine work, which you're supposed to do, just to achieve your goals also and your family responsibilities, you bypass them. So when do you draw a line that no, I'm getting obsessed with spirituality, that concept, or no, I'm really enjoying it and I'm not doing the bypass and it's needed? When do you decide that?
It's a very specific question, and so I can only tell you how I have done it in my life, right? So it comes down to cultivating the guidance, your inner guidance, and once the inner guidance is cultivated, you you are easily guided into any decision. It's almost like, that makes sense.
Not as yet, but
No, it's something you would have to practice a bit. You would have to pause again and again while doing small things, like even while buying vegetables or buying fruits. Just pause for a while and connect with your inner stillness and see which fruit does your body need, which vegetable does your body need. Just pause, go into the stillness, let the stillness guide you. The most powerful thing within us we don't use at all. So simple things like even when you are about to fill your plate, at the dinner table, just pause 10 seconds, be still, check with your body how much to take, and you will see that you take much less than you normally do. So the pausing before every decision creates this new habit of asking your deepest intelligence within you, what's the right move here? So we start with small things and then we expand it into the bigger questions. Like we have a question, should I take this job or this job? And we pause. And in the stillness, we receive the answer. So the cultivation of the stillness is the answer for everything. Because the human mind is in a perpetual state of confusion. It knows the pros, it knows the cons, and it keeps dancing on both sides. So you need a player that is beyond the pros and the cons. You need the stillness. How do you get it? You practice and you cultivate it.
now I can understand. Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
Yes.
There's a question also about that. What sometimes in the pursuit of or in the practice of spirituality, we are bypassing our responsibility, saying, "I don't need anything in life because I'm spiritual now." Was that also part of your question?
Yes. So sometimes your child needs something specific. You need to give time there, but you're just very much involved in, no, I need my meditation. So sometimes I've seen this and maybe a sufferer of this in the past in my childhood. Like, so I just, when do you
So
differentiate that
hold on,
line?
hold on, hold on. So what you're saying about the child, you would never do that to your child unless you're angry on your child. Otherwise, you would never do that. I mean, spirituality is love. There is no spirituality without love. So the spiritual person, I mean, it's not a good word, spiritual person. But as we are connecting with source, as we are coming to peace within ourselves, we don't bypass. We love to the best of our ability.
Okay.
Wow.
So then it is just knowledge seeking or something in the name of spirituality, which actually is not spirituality, and which one is trying to get.
If we are bypassing the child, if we are moving away from the child or the husband or anybody, then we have to check what is my grievance, what is my anger. Am I resenting them? Am I resenting my role as a mother? Am I fed up? Am I tired? So then I'm going to use spirituality as an escape from that. So that becomes cheating. That is cheating, because then spirituality becomes a revenge, that I'm going to take revenge on my husband by going and meditating 4 hours, and you won't see me then for 4 hours. You can make your own food. So spirituality is not revenge.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, Mitesh,
Now I
add
get
something.
the answer.
Beautiful
Yes.
answer. I like the answer. You
Yes.
said using spirituality as a cheater. I'll always
As a weapon kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
it's always love. Spirituality is just love, peace, joy, and first for us, and then it expands outwards.
So in that case, one needs to delay that emotion, underlying negative emotion, which one is suffering and trying to hide. Right?
Yes. Any grievance, I
Okay.
use the word grievance, which is शिकवा
Grievance
गिला.
one.
शिकवा गिला अगर कुछ है, तो वो शिकवा गिला clear कर दो, then you will not misuse spirituality.
Wow.
It will become natural
समझ
and
गया.
harmonious. Beautiful. Thank you.
समझ गया. Thank you. So sweet. एक और question. आपको GD क्यों बोलते हैं? आपको GD क्यों बोलते हैं?
आपको GD क्यों बोलते हैं?
आपको GD क्यों बोलते हैं?
GD is my nickname. Everyone calls me GD except Mitesh and Indu. So they insist on Sahil. So I'm fine with that. But GD is short form for GD is short form for Gyandev, which is my sannyas name.
Yeah.
Okay.
My sannyas name was Gyandev. वो ज्ञानदेव इतना भारी है, मेरे को लगता है ये बहुत बड़ा आदमी है कोई, तो मैंने उसको छोटा कर दिया. मैंने उसको GD कर दिया.
Okay. अच्छा, ठीक है. Thanks a lot. So sweet. Thank you.
All right. One more here is, where did she go? Okay, I think that means if I can't find, then
go into chat and see if there's anything interesting in chat.
Yes, since I already brought Amit up, Amit is here. Yes, Amit.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Mitesh, and thank you, sir. Like, my question is straightforward, like how to take help from your grandparents to become, like, to fulfill your desires, or maybe like sometimes what happens, you have a lot of path, but finding a right path is very typical. But I believe, like, I may be wrong, but sometimes what happens, like, our grandparents help us to find a great path, or you can say the correct path. So how to take help from the grandparents, those are on earth? So if you can answer that will be great for me.
So you may have heard of this process called family constellation. Have you heard of this?
No, I haven't heard about that.
Okay. So just do a little research on family constellation.
Okay.
And it's a very interesting process. And in that process, they use this whole lineage of yours, a father, grandfather, great grandfather, and how to utilize the blessings from all of them and bring it into your current life. So
okay.
if you do a course on in family constellation, you will get the exact answers you want of how to receive the blessings of your ancestors.
Okay.
Amit, I know a very good teacher who does family constellation. If you want, I can connect you to.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amit. And Sahil, the earlier question by Sandesh, it looks like it was a serious question, which he wanted the answer to. He's stating in the chat window, I want an answer from Sahil that if you are God, then who am I?
If you are God, मतलब वो उसने तय कर ही लिया है कि I am God.
Yeah, true.
Has he decided on my behalf that I am God?
It looks like it.
Yeah. So Tell him to resend the question without making any assumptions about me.
Right?
Okay, Sandesh, one more in the chat window from you.
कल क्या बात हुई थी? कल क्या बात?
All right, so going to one more.
मितेश if possible मौसमी रॉय को अनम्यूट कर देना एक बार.
Sure. Mosmi, I can't see Mosmi. I don't think if she's raised her virtual Zoom hand. I can't see her, Indu. Maybe if you can see her, you can try. In the meantime, I'll connect with Amol. Yes, Amol.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, Amol, you're audible.
Yes. GD, I'm an actor.
एक मिनट साहिल.
And
हाँ, एक सेकंड साहिल, आपका वॉइस. हाँ, अब हो गया आपका साहिल अनम्यूट.
yes,
Yes.
Style, I'm an actor, and
Yes.
with each role, I become a different person. And
Yes.
I used to get this question if I did Vipassana and whatever the Vipassana course tells you, and then I'm doing some very selfish character. I used to always struggle with this idea. Now, if I become a completely spiritual person, now how to deal with the life as an actor, the spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm getting a lot of beautiful answers right now from you, and
Yes.
I'm feeling so hyper overjoyed, and
hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Yeah. Yeah.
So even now, as you're being a human being, you're still acting. You see.
Yeah.
You're God acting as a human being. Yeah, we are all pretending
Yes,
to be human
we
beings. That's the greatest role of our life, right?
So tell me
so-
something, few lines about this. Like I would love
Yes.
to listen right now.
Yes. So I want to answer the previous question also, Mitesh, which was about God, and if you're God, who are you, and that.
Sandesh had said that you are
Yes.
God's
Yes.
woman.
Who am I?
Yes. So to answer that question with seriousness, I thought he was joking, but if it is serious, then so I would say that there is only God and there is nothing else anywhere. There is only God, there is nothing else anywhere. The tree, the river, the human being, these sounds, these bodies, the earth, the world, the cosmos. There is only God taking on various forms and pretending to be human also. The suffering starts when this pretends form, the human, forgets its source. That it is source energy pretending to be human. I'm not really a human being, but I'm just pretending. And this thing we call person or personality becomes so strong that we are firmly believing that I'm a human being and I need this and I need that and I need love and I need money, and you don't need anything basically. Your source energy pretending to be human, having a human experience. So for the previous question also, there is only God, there is nothing but God. Everything else is just a play or a misunderstanding. So there is no question of you are God, I am God. There is nothing but God. This is just a divine play. As we understand that, experience that, rest in that, life becomes simple, joyous, innocent, an expression of love and joy. So coming back to the acting, so we are all acting, and we have got into method acting. So we are so much into the role of a human being that, oh, I am really a human being, but you're not a human being.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Amol. All right. So we have Mosmi. Yes, Mosmi. What's your question? Unmute yourself. Unmute from your side first, Mosmi. Just unmute on your side. Yeah, got it. You can speak now.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Sahil, sir.
Most welcome.
Yesterday only I have joined the NLP course, and I consider it such a privilege to be like having this opportunity to ask my question, which I was having in my mind for some time. Sahil sir, my question is, whenever I meditate, I don't really think of any desire that I want to manifest this, and like I don't treat meditation like a visualization exercise. Mostly, it's like a realization exercise, an exercise of existence, and many times it happens that whenever I'm free from work, I do it repeatedly, like long hours of meditation. Maybe I get up maybe to get some food, and then I do it again and again and again. So after doing this for at a stretch, maybe a few days on the weekends, maybe in the mornings, evenings, um, I get a kind of feeling that I'm like much more bigger than this desires that I might be having. Everything feels like so transient. Like I feel so much like an observant, like everything is passing by, just like scenes. And even while I'm talking to you right now, my hands are like little shaky, and it feels like some kind of vibration is going on inside. And whenever I do this, like in a day or maybe consistently for a few days in a row, so I don't feel like I don't feel tired and the need of sleeping, and the normal sensation somehow
What's your
goes
question, ma'am?
up. Yes.
Question,
So my
question.
question is like, ki, whether I should channelize my energy in exploration of my own self, this feeling, should I go deep into that, or I should channelize my energy to manifest the specific desires that I'm having? uh, so my question is that only.
It's nice to hear that you're having good experiences with meditation. Should we manifest or should we meditate? Again, we have to be honest as to what is my deepest desire. If my deepest desire is God or oneness, right, then I move that side. If my deepest desire is to manifest something in this moment, or for now, this is more important, right? So again, find the honesty within you, and don't force anything. Because if you want to manifest something and you force meditation, the meditation won't work, right? So when you find your honesty, you will find there is a smoothness in your life. Yes, Mitesh?
Yes, I'll perfect. In fact, that relates because I remember I would like to share here that similar to this question, many years ago, I had shared with Sahil that मैं एक बार bike पे, I was standing somewhere on a bike and I'd called Sahil and we were talking. And I said, Sahil, I really want to make a difference in people's life and I want to be really spiritual. And he caught me and he said, just be true to yourself. Don't give me bullshit. You don't want to make a difference in anybody's life. तेरे को भी पैसे कमाने. तू just be true to yourself. That is, for you, that is your true spirituality. I said, yeah, that makes sense. So that's your answer, Mosby. Just be true to yourself and don't force anything. So I really took his answer very beautifully that day. And I said, let me not force myself to do meditation or let me not force myself to do this. और मुझे मन किया पैसा कमाने का तो मैं लग गया उस रास्ते पे. and I'm being honest, I had fun with it. Sorry, Sahil, आप mute पे चले गए. Yes. Unmute. Mosby, you can also unmute from your side.
Yes, sir.
साहिल फ्रीज हो गए. साहिल आप फ्रीज भी हो गए, आवाज भी चली गई है. या अनम्यूट तो हो गए, आवाज भी आ गई, वीडियो भी दिख
Unmuted.
आ गए सर.
Freeze.
Still breaking.
Still breaking?
Yeah, a little bit breaking. Video is also frozen. Might be the internet connection. Time for double happiness, everyone. हाँ साहिल, you're back. Time for double happiness करते ही back आ गए.
कुछ कह रहे थे साहिल?
फिर बोल रहे थे साहिल.
नहीं, वो जिससे मैं बात कर रहा था उस लेडी का पूरा नहीं हुआ शायद.
मौसमी, yeah,
Yes,
हाँ मौसमी.
I'm done, sir. That was my question. Like I was getting confused.
But let me add something. Yeah, for you.
जी साहिल.
That let me talk to her for a second.
Yes साहिल.
वो गायब हो गई, इसलिए मुझे लग रहा है वो चली गई है, ऐसा लग रहा है.
नहीं
I'm
sir,
seeing
नहीं
you.
sir.
She's on video. She's on video. Let me
Yeah.
bring her again for you so that you will be able to see her more clearly. Here we go. She's still here. Yeah.
So I still can't see her.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
आपको मोबाइल पे शायद एक बार स्वाइप राइट
अब आया. Yes. So there is a good potential for you for meditation. So don't ever give up on that. But there is also a shadow of sadness in your system. There is a sadness and there is a crying tone around you. So release the energy of sadness. Release the energy of proving anything. There's nothing to prove here. It's all fun.
Yes, yes.
And as you let go of this burden of sadness, you will easily know whether to go left or right. Because when we are loaded with emotion, the emotion decides for us. So I see you, I see your potential, I see your beauty. Just release the sadness and cry a lot if you need to.
Yes.
Yeah. Let the past be gone and you can be reborn again.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
सही पकड़ा ना मौसमी, राइट? बोल ना आपने एनएलपी क्यों ज्वाइन किया था?
It was like everything was in a synchronous way. It's happening.
Thank you, Mosmi. Thank you for that question. Okay, we'll take one last question because 4 बज गए हैं. साहिल को मैंने बहुत देर से पकड़ के रखा है. We'll take one more question from Gunjika. Yes, Gunjika. हाँ गुंजिका बोलो. आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है गुंजिका. नहीं, आई थिंक आपका शायद माइक कनेक्टेड नहीं है. So in the meantime, I'll take one more person's question. All right. So one last question comes from Shraddha. Sharda. Sorry, Sharda. Yes, Sharda, go for it.
Oh, thank you, sir. I was waiting for such a long time. Sir, namaskar सभी को.
Hello.
Thank you so much. और सर मैं मेडिटेशन करने लग गई हूँ. पहले 5 मिनट नहीं होता था, अब 1 घंटा गाइडेड मेडिटेशन में रोज करती हूँ. सर प्रॉब्लम क्या होता है कि मेरे को बीच में नींद आ जाती है. मेडिटेशन करते करते मुझे नींद आ जाती है. सर ऐसे क्यों? और ऐसे मैं ना गिर जाती हूँ बीच बीच में.
Yes.
तो ऐसा क्यों होता है?
Yeah. So sometimes, I mean, it could be just tiredness or overworkness, but many times I have seen this with people, not just in meditation, but also when they go for workshops and stuff. When they are close to a breakthrough, the system creates resistance and creates sleep. So I have noticed this many years ago. I attended a workshop somewhere and I found that at certain moments I was, not only me, the whole group was getting sleepy. You know. So a good question to play with is, when you start feeling sleepy, is what am I avoiding in this moment? What am I afraid of experiencing in this moment? What am I afraid will happen if I truly dissolve into this meditation? Are there any subconscious fears which would rather go to sleep than go into stillness? So check out the subconscious resistance, and you'll find you cross that easily.
Thank you so much, sir, and divine gratitude to you,
Yes.
Mitesh sir, and Indu ma'am, and all the beautiful souls sitting here. Divine gratitude, sir.
Thank you, Sharda. Thank you. So, Sahil, before we close, I think I would love to share the example, not share, rather, I would love if you could please share that example which you shared with me yesterday, जो आपने बोला ना कि you found an amazing connection between the source conversation and law of attraction, जो आपने कल मुझे सिखाया था when I came to you. Can you speak a little on that?
Just remind me which direction we took.
So when you said I found an amazing connection between the source conversation and law of attraction, is that when you reach
Got it.
a place when you don't need anything?
Got it. Okay. So just give me a minute.
Yes, I.
Yeah. So if I remember correctly, what we were discussing is that whatever little I know about law of attraction or manifestation, we use a lot of thinking and a lot of effort sometimes. Sometimes we use a lot of effort. But on the spiritual journey, as we go deeper and deeper into our essence, into our true nature, there is a deep sense of I am perfectly fulfilled. I am already everything, and I already have everything. So as we go into meditation, into awareness, into true nature, there is a sense of fulfillment, of nothing missing. I think that's the word I would like to use. There is a sense of there is nothing missing. Everything is fine. This moment is enough. This moment is beautiful. Nothing else is needed. And what I feel is that this space becomes an automatic attractor of similar things. Like fulfillment seems to attract more fulfillment. So then without doing anything specific or pushing for anything specific or dreaming or struggling, we just sit in the perfection and the fulfillment of this moment. And then more and more perfection and fulfillment seems to show up in our life. I think that was the connection I made, if I remember correctly, Mitesh.
That's right, Sahil. Perfect. Thank you. And I remember you said from that space, incidentally, you attract everything that you need, even though the space says, I don't need anything.
Yeah, you don't get into so much into specifics. Or
yeah,
it is living in grace. I like this word, living in grace. It is, we live in a, it's again very weird to say this, but the source energy or the creator is very kind and is happy to give you everything. But we have become experts at resisting. And we don't even know how we are resisting, but we resist a lot. So whatever is not appearing in your life, a beautiful question to play with is, how am I resisting this from showing up? And as we get into this space of nothing is missing, all is well, everything is beautiful, then specifics can be dispensed with. And the law of grace just brings you what you need, not what you think you need, but what you need.
I like that. Not what I think I need.
Yes.
Thank you, Sahil. Thank you. Indu, I'm bringing you on spotlight. So before we close the session, anything you want to say? first of all, of course, to say thank you to Sahil for being with us here.
Hey Sahil, thank you so much. Finally हम आपको ले आए यहाँ.
Yes.
Yes,
Thank
yeah,
you.
Pata
Thank
pata.
you for inviting me. I'm happy to be here.
All my platinum members, he is going to come every Sunday.
Oh, acha, you're using me as a advertising thing. Huh?
Absolutely.
Yes, we will walk together. We will play together. We
Learn.
will walk towards the divine hand in hand together.
Thank you so much, Sahil. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sahil. Seriously, thanks a lot.
See you later.
I love you. Thank you so much for being here.
Bye bye.
No, just hold on. We have a ritual. Mitesh, unmute everyone.
So everyone, as per our ritual, we always, before we leave, what do? Let's show Sahil. I'm not going to even tell you. Let's mute and show him.
Love you, sir.
Love you
Oh,
all.
love you. So much
Love
of
you all.
gratitude.
Love you, sir.
Thank you, Mitesh sir, Indu ma'am.
Mitesh sir, thank you, Indu ma'am.
Magic man.
Thank you, Sahil.
Gratitude to Mitesh.
Thank you, sir. So much.
All.
Love you all.
Thank you, sir. You all.
Please leave by saying I love you to each other. That's how we always leave.
That was cool. See you later.
हाँ जी कुछ बोल रहे थे साहिल आप.
Thank you, Sahil sir. Thank you,
Welcome,
Mitesh sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Indu.
The best return gift
Thank you,
ever.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time and
Sir, ये तो
energy.
return का return gift हो गया.
Really,
बहुत
Mitesh
बड़ा
sir,
हो
the
गया.
best gift you have given to us today.
I'm putting everyone on mute.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you,
Thank you
everyone.
very much.
Love you all. Thank you, Sahil.
Thank you, sir.
Much love today.
See you later. Bye.
Yes, Sahil. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye bye. Okay, so that was Sahil, my mentor, who made me who I am. While he's logging out, please say thank you to him, everyone in the chat window. And how was that? Give me one word, everyone. I'm opening my chat to everyone now. Chat is open. Give me one word. How was the session? How did you feel? Yeah, blessed, awesome, divine, amazing. Maza aaya. Okay, cool. So this is the intention of Platinum. The intention is to grow on all levels: health, relationships, career, and money. And the foundation of that also comes with what relationship you have with yourself, right? How much you love yourself, how much you love everyone else. Because law of attraction stands on the ground of at the energy level, we are all what? Show me. We're all one, right? But it's easy to say that. We want you to experience that. And that is why we have Sahil now. So all Platinum members, we will continue to work with Sahil every Sunday, same time, 2:30. Zoom links will come to you in the chat window later. Not in the chat window, in the community sections later. For those of you who would love to be part of this journey with us, of balancing your HRCM, your health, relationships, career, and money. And if you would love to be part of our Platinum group, we would love to have you. And those of you who were always in that last minute decision thinking, Karuni Karu, and if you would like to take this decision today of being part of our Platinum journey, if you've got a taste of what we do, this is what we do. It's not about goal achieving all the time. We are more about happiness and fulfillment and balance in all 4 areas of life. That's Platinum standards. So Indu is going to share the link with you quickly about blocking Platinum. And some of you would love to be part of this journey with Sahil every Sunday. She'll share a link with you, which is just to block the link, which is 10,000 rupees. And after you pay 10,000 rupees, you have 7 days to pay the rest of the balance fees. And if you would love to, I'm not going to get into details of what Platinum is. I'm not going to right now get into details of what is included and everything, because this is not supposed to be a sales pitch. I'm just inviting those of you who have already seen the Platinum webinar and you're just on that last minute decision of getting the right feeling. And if this gives you the right feeling, just be with us today. Okay. Before we leave, would it be nice to just have a few people share their experience of how was the session today? Would you like that before we leave? Yeah. Awesome. So who would like to share? Raise your either your virtual hand or your physical hand, just to share how your experience was today. And we would love to know before we go. Okay. So Hetal. Yes, Hetal. How was your experience today?
सर अमेजिंग कोई वर्ड ही नहीं है इसके लिए. इतना पीस ऑफ माइंड और इतना कामनेस लगा. It's really fabulous.
I'm glad.
And thank you very much, sir, and thank you, Indu ma'am.
Thank you. I'm glad you came. Thank you very much. Okay, so how many of you realized that some of you didn't even get your answers, but something you felt which was amazing? Raise your hands. Did you feel that? I'll tell you why. Sahil doesn't work with words. Did you see he was constantly doing something? Yeah, so he's, without even you knowing, he's working with your energy. Like, how many of you realized when Sahil was talking to any individual, he was able to catch something which it was completely out of the blue, like, like, and that's the amazing power that he has, and that is why I'm bringing him to all of you here. All right, few more sharings before we leave. Nivedita, how was your experience? Yes, go for it.
Yeah, hello, sir.
Hi.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, Indu ma'am. The experience was awesome. Like, even I didn't ask any question, but every question was the answer of my questions. I was feeling like that. And I feel very peace. It's a different kind of feeling, sir. I can't express, but I am very happy. I am very peaceful. I
I'm
am
so
feeling amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
most welcome. And how does it feel knowing he's going to be with us every Sunday now?
Yes, it was that like this.
Awesome. So this is Nivedita. Thank you for sharing. All right, let's go to the next one. And we have Rajesh. Yes, Rajesh, go for it. And Raviji after that. Yes, Rajesh, how was the experience for you?
Yes, sir. The questions we keep haunting our mind is, how to be peaceful even under stressful situations.
Right.
So I think we got the answer for that.
Wow.
Because most of us are unknowingly or knowingly stressed in life. And we don't know how to handle it. So I think Sahil sir has got the answer, and he provided that answer in a very metaphorical way. I would say that. So that is one great thing, sir. That was a eye-opening experience.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so that was Rajesh, and now Raviji. Yes, Raviji. Boliye, sir.
Yes, Mitesh, every time you surprise us even more. When I started this journey, I always thought I didn't need anything in life. And I think, your mentor, Sahil, resonated that, if you don't expect anything, you will get abundance. And that is exactly what is happening with me, because you introduced so many things to us, like Vastu, then handwriting. Now you have brought the ultimate, and I don't know what else is waiting for us.
There is more. We won't stop.
And really, it's amazing experience. I think I will have to see this recording at least 2 more times just to absorb, because there's so much unsaid. That is what I want to catch, not what he said. He left unsaid so many things. So that's amazing. Thank you very much, and thank you and thank Indu. Both of you have been a blessing to us.
Thank you very much. So I just want to, so if I may once again ask, sir, you said what's your age? Is it 60 or?
I'm 61.
61, right? So I want all of you to know that Raviji is one of the first platinum members at 61 who achieved the platinum standards of doing 100 push-ups and 100 squats in 10 minutes every day. So he's one of the first one who's achieved that platinum standard. So everyone, please give a big round of applause for that. Thank you so much, Raviji, for being an example. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's all inspiration, Mitesh.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. All right, so a couple of more sharings before we leave for the day. We have Snehkala ji. बोलिए मैम, कैसा लगा?
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I was manifesting. साहिल सर ने पहली लाइन में जो बोला, जो हम लोग ढूंढ रहे थे, फॉर्चुनेटली आपने नॉट वाला एक चीज बताया था, अभी 2-4 दिन पहले मैंने किया था, तो उन्होंने पहले ही सेंटेंस में बोला आई एम ऑलरेडी व्हाट आई सीक, और दूसरा उन्होंने बोला आई एम ऑलरेडी द लव दैट आई सीक, आई एम परफेक्ट लव परफेक्ट पीस। अब इससे ज्यादा दुनिया में क्या चाहिए, एटलीस्ट हम लोगों की उम्र में। तो जो कुछ भी हम मांग रहे हैं यूनिवर्स से या सीख रहे हैं या आप लोगों से चाहिए हमें, वो उन्होंने पहली लाइन में बोल दिया कि हम ऑलरेडी हमारे पास है, हम खुद ही हैं। तो थैंक्स टू साहिल सी, थैंक्स टू इंदू मैम, थैंक्स टू यू। मैं बहुत कम बोलती हूँ लेकिन मैं सब सुनती हूँ, समझती हूँ, बिकॉज इस एज में आकर के हम बहुत सी चीजें जानते हैं, पर फिर भी उनको समझना दूसरे के शब्दों में बहुत बड़ी बात होती है। थैंक्स अ लॉट, थैंक्स।
Thank you very much, Karan. Okay, so here we go. Who else wants to share? Yes, Siddesh, how was it for you? देखो सही पकड़ा साहिल ने। एकदम सही पकड़ा। I should have told this to you long ago. बहुत सीरियस है तू।
I agree, सही पकड़ा।
हाँ, एक
Yes,
सिद्धेश
yes.
मतलब सिद्धेश ऐसे सवाल पूछता है जैसे पूरी दुनिया का बोझ इसके कंधे पे है और इस जन्म में वो जानने के पहले एनलाइटन होके जाएगा नॉलेज के साथ, राइट? Go for it,
Yes,
Siddesh.
yeah, it was actually a really nice and amazing experience. Means everyone needs Sahil sir in our journey. And sir, actually, I was just he started saying, and I was thinking like he's just reading my mind. So and he just in few seconds he caught like I'm too serious about everything. So I was, and he has such stillness and calmness on his face. It's really awesome. I just loved it.
I'm glad, Siddesh. Thank you for sharing. Okay, Arya, let's go for it. Yes, Arya, Polo. Let me unmute you again.
Yeah.
Got it.
Thank you so much. The first impression was so calm. Looking at him, I was just smiling. Ki, who is he? He has come to our life suddenly, and I was not having any question. But the aura was so strong. Still now, I'm feeling chill over there in my body, and my goosebumps are there. Ki, what exactly this person is? So that was a great experience talking to him. Actually, not asking any question, but listening to him, feel like he should speak it out every moment and we should listen each and everything. And it's a great experience. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you for sharing.
My thing,
Yeah.
my Guru wall, which I had told yesterday, Imran sir also, that you have shown your Guru wall. I feel a little jealous that day. So I thought I have only 2 mentors. So how I fill my wall?
Now you have Sahil with you.
And I have answer. Then now JD also had come and go, okay, now it's going to be big wall for me. Thank you so much for that.
Most welcome. Thank you. Thank you. And if you think this is where we are ending, no, we are not. Platinum members, just wait. In the next 2-3 weeks, I'm going to blow your mind of what we are getting for you. This is still the beginning. This is still the beginning. And I'm not saying this to just make you happy. In fact, I'm saying this because I want you to know that you have given me the opportunity to fulfill my dream. And I'll tell you what has been my dream. I used to always tell Indu, okay, Indu, I want to be once in that space of my life where I just want to be a giver and I don't want to worry about receiving. And with Platinum members, all of you give me that opportunity, where now I really don't have to think about इनको और क्या बेचूं, right? Or how do I make more money from these guys? So I've always had this dream of having a community where I can just think of giving and I never have to worry about return में आपसे क्या आएगा. So I and Indu should actually thank you for giving us this opportunity, because believe me, it feels awesome to give. So it's a beautiful opportunity and a privilege for us. And I promise you, in the next 2 weeks, you're going to see something even more magical. And the best part is, the reason I've got Sahil is because with all this magic, with all this success, it is so easy to get lost. It is so easy to get carried away in the materialistic part of life. And that is why we need someone like Sahil to hold our energy, right? Okay, foundation bana rahe. How many of you agree with that? Right? That's the intention of having him here. All right, Krish, what would you like to share? Yes, Krish, go for it.
Hi, thank you, Mitesh sir. And he just made me realize that at a very young age, I have actually achieved everything. I'm just in a pursuit of something much more ki aur kaise lu. But actually, if I see, I have everything from HR, CM point of view, a good health, a good relationship, parents and my girlfriend and my career point of view, I am at a very prime stage. So I'm very happy. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Most welcome. Thank you for sharing. So there's something beautiful while he spoke right now, while Krish was speaking. I kind of remembered what Sahil spoke yesterday to Indu's question. Indu, day before yesterday, when I was at Sahil's place for my birthday, the whole day I was spending with him because I thought instead of doing a party on a birthday, let's learn on a birthday. How many of you think that's a great idea? You should try doing this on your birthday. Focus on learning rather than just spending and partying. And the Indu asked a beautiful question to him when he said, Sahil said something about being in that awareness that you are everything. And Indu asked, but how do I achieve that experience of always being everything? And he said the question is wrong. He said the question is not how do you achieve that? Ask yourself the question, how do you lose that? And for a second, I and Indu were confused, like, what do you mean, how do you lose that? He said the fact is you are always everything and you are always God, but you are the one who loses that experience by trying to achieve something. So yes, actually we all already have achieved everything. We lose that experience. We don't need to achieve that experience. For how many of you that's very relieving? For me, that was very relieving as an answer that you never lose it. So the question is not how do you achieve it? The question is how do I lose it every day? What thought makes me lose that I already have everything, right? Awesome. So going to Shakunji. Yes, Shakunji, what was your experience?
So first of all, thank you so much, Mitesh sir, Indu ma'am. यूनिवर्स को अगर मैंने देखा है ना सर, तो आप दोनों के रूप। सीरियसली बताऊं, हमारे ना ये जो आप मैं कहूँ तो मेरा तो आंचल का वो जो है ना छोटा पड़ गया। इतना कुछ आप दे रहे हो ना, इतना दे रहे हो कि वो हमसे ही नहीं समेटा जा रहा है। मतलब एवरी टाइम यू ऑलवेज गिव एंड वी आर नॉट एबल टू होल्ड इट। तो आपसे जो सीखा है ना, और आप हर दिन जो आपने हमारी लाइफ को जो डायरेक्शन दिया है, पहले तो हमने जिया नहीं है सर। सीरियसली बताऊं, बिफोर ज्वाइनिंग प्लैटिनम शायद मैंने लाइफ को जिया नहीं था, खींचा था। बट नाउ आई एम लिविंग माई लाइफ। फ्रैंकली स्पीकिंग सर, आई एम लिविंग माई लाइफ, क्योंकि आपने हमें इतना कुछ सिखाया है ना। अब जितनी जिंदगी बची है ना, इसको प्लैटिनम स्टैंडर्ड के साथ जीनी है। ये तो हमने तभी डिसाइड कर लिया था जब हमने प्लैटिनम ज्वाइन किया था। और जिंदगी का शायद ये सबसे पहला डिसीजन ऐसा होगा जो मैंने सबसे बढ़िया लिया था कि व्हेन आई जॉइन प्लैटिनम। Directly I joined platinum, no basic or advanced or anything. See the platinum, or I think this was the superb decision of my life. इसके आगे तो मैं क्या बोलूं, और आज का तो वंडरफुल। जब हमारे खुद के मेंटर ऐसे, तो मेंटर के मेंटर कैसे होंगे, तो ये तो आप समझ सकते हैं। ये तो आप समझ सकते हैं। मतलब मेरे को नहीं समझ में आ रहा कि मतलब मैं आपको कैसे, सफिशिएंट वर्ड्स है ही नहीं मेरे पास आपको थैंक यू बोलने के लिए। अगर यूनिवर्स है तो सर आप में और इंदु मैम में मैंने देखा है, जो हमें देते रहते हैं हमेशा। सर थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you for giving us the opportunity. Okay, so with that, I think I would love to soak in more love of yours, but it's 4:30. It's time to let go of you to your family members. Okay, some people frantically raising hands. Okay, let me see if I can take a couple of more. Radhika. Yes, Radhika, what would you like to share? Yes, Radhika.
Hi, sir. Good evening. My name is Radhika. I am from Nellore, Andhra Pradesh.
Okay.
I started Hope No Healing last week, but how to do it, I didn't get any idea, and I like to join in Platinum also. But somewhat language may be problem. It may be for me. I think so.
So first, don't directly join Platinum if you want today. Just go through the Platinum webinar first on my website.
So many times I attended for your Platinum webinar and LOL and Hope No Healing, everything. Every webinar I used to attend your classes, sir. And
so what you can do is there's a block link in the chat window right now, which is a 10,000 rupee block link. Just pay that, and I will then personally meet you during an orientation where we explain everything to you about the journey of Platinum and how it goes. The reason I'm not doing it right now because this is not I didn't want to actually get into any discussions of what Platinum is and everything, because everybody here is not here for that. So just block yourself. After you block, then I will personally meet you in an orientation. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I attended for DMP also for 1 month and every section. And thank you very much for me giving us such an opportunity talking with you.
Most welcome. Thank you so much. Okay, so with that, I know a lot of people want to share, but like I said, it's time to go home now, and my birds are shouting from behind. I don't know if you can hear that. So I got to go. Thank you very much, everyone, for giving us this opportunity to work with Sahil. But most importantly, Platinum members, thank you for being willing to take on this lesson, because it's not easy. I mean, losing, you know what he started with was lose your mind. So get ready to lose your mind, because he's going to make you lose your personality more than anything. And when you lose your personality, then you really start expanding as a person. Otherwise, we are usually limited by who we think we are as a personality, right? Awesome. Thank you very much, everyone. Had a great day with you. Please unmute, say, have a great weekend, and I love you to everyone. Let's go.
Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend, teacher.
I love
Sir.
you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
And just want to clarify that next Sunday onwards, people who are watching us on YouTube, we will not be able to broadcast this anymore. The first lesson was free for all of you as a gift from Sahil. And now second lesson onwards, it's going to be only for Platinum members. So those of you who have joined Platinum today, congratulations. Welcome to the family. We'll definitely see you next Sunday again. Okay. Take care, everyone.